Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's JPRPC98, and I just got back from Washington, D.C., from the Pokemon World Championships, and I have some footage to share with you guys at the end of this video. For now, I figured I would just tell you guys about my personal experience, the whole thing, the parts that I wasn't able to record for some reason. I don't know if most of you guys would care about that or not. You can skip to the end of the video if you guys want to see the footage. But anyway, I'm just gonna run you guys through everything that happened. Basically, started out there. I was recovering from the wisdom teeth surgery, which actually went much smoother than I anticipated. I actually didn't swell up really at all, and it wasn't that painful, to be honest. So on Friday, I left for Washington, D.C. We got there. Ate this excellent Italian restaurant. Excellent. 6 out of 5 stars, because the Italian waiter, the dude I was talking to, he was actually like on his way to the Pokemon Symphonic Evolutions event, and I was like, dude, 6 out of 5 stars. I mean, it was already like 5-star awesome Italian food, but now I have a waiter that I can talk to Pokemon about. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. To have a waiter talk to you about Pokemon, that's amazing. That is freaking awesome. So when I was done with the awesome Italian food, I went down to the little center where the Pokemon Symphonic Evolutions event was being held. And while I was standing in line, there was a long freaking line, went all the way around the block. And while I was there in line, I was just, tweeting away, taking pictures of everything. And Maryland, literally, like, I was within, like, a foot of touching Maryland. I could have reached out and just rubbed him. That would have been kind of weird. But I was, like, a foot away from Maryland. He walked by. He had, like, this Meowstic hat on. That's what I thought it was. Or was it a Azumarill? I don't remember. I think it was Meowstic. I think it was Meowstic. And even though I'm not like a huge fan of Maryland, it was still just so cool. I mean, like, just the shockwave that went through me, like, oh my god, that's Maryland. That was what the big deal was. That was amazing. I didn't get to speak to him or anything. It was just so sudden. I was like, whoa, that just happened. Maryland just walked right by me. But basically, maybe less than 5 minutes later, when we turned the corner and we were about to get into the Symphonic Evolutions event, from 15 feet away, I could see Jaywitz. There was like a huge crowd around him, and I didn't get to like go through there to actually meet him, but I saw Jaywitz from a distance of 15 feet. I saw him go in there, and I was like, whoa, dude, I'm so flipping out right now. I'm so flipping out. But we got in there. There were some really funny cosplays. I had N sitting to my left, and I had Wallace and Juan sitting to my right. I was tweeting about it the whole time. But we got in there. GCPM11 and Glitch City and a few other people, they were sitting a few rows in front of me, actually. John was taking selfies of, or not like selfies, but he was taking like pictures of like his Skittles and crap, and I tweeted at him, I was like, hey bro, I see you. It's kind of creepy, but I was just so excited, and he tweeted me back, which is pretty cool. During the actual event, they were like showing like the gameplay that went along with the music. The music was beautiful, by the way. It was amazing. And the gameplay was pretty funny. They showed some iconic things like Shorts Boy from Gen 1 and a lot of other cool stuff. They did all of the end themes from Generation 5, and those were great. And they actually did a lot of good X and Y music. Professor Sycamore's theme, that stood out. I really liked that. The only theme that I wasn't like, that kind of like underwhelmed me, was the Hoenn legendary battle theme. They did that and the Reggie theme, and that was kind of like It's like I wanted it to be a little bit more intense. That was the only one. That was the only theme that underwhelmed me. The rest of the music was beautiful, though. It was amazing. So if you ever get the opportunity to go to Pokemon Symphonic Evolutions, I highly recommend it. At the end, Junichi Masuda came out, and he conducted the very last song, which was an encore performance. So it was pretty funny. It was actually some kid who yelled, "We're not worthy," when Junichi Masuda was thanking us for coming out. It was pretty funny. It had some laughs. But it was great to even be in the same room as Junichi Masuda. That was amazing. So the next day I got up really bright and early and headed over to where the Pokemon World Championships were being held. And I got in there, I recorded the actual ceremony, which I will show in a few minutes from now. So I recorded that ceremony. We were almost late, almost late. I got in there with literally like 2 minutes to spare. But it was great though. They had all the countries there, and they showed the Mega Slowbro footage, which they actually acknowledged that it had been leaked by Korea earlier. So that was pretty funny. They're like, yeah, there was a little incident the other day. So that was pretty funny. They also had Junichi Masuda speak again, which was cool. And after that, we went outside, and I got in line for this really long line. It went like all the way around the building. It was for the retail store where they were selling all of the merchandise. And so I got in line. I tried looking for some battles. I did get into a couple of battles, but the signal was too weak and it kept on disconnecting. I guess it's not really a good idea to do that with such a large building, and you can only communicate with people in the area. But still, it was cool. Had some friendly conversations with people online, and when we got towards the end of the line, now check this out right here on the screen. This is a photo that I took with GCPM11. I'll get to the details in just a couple minutes, but we turned the line, I saw him standing right there, and I was like, holy crap, that's GCPM11. 4 years ago, his Pokemon Black walkthroughs in Japanese, those are what inspired me to make this YouTube channel. There are some people who say, oh, I don't like GCPM11. Just acknowledge that if it were not for him, I would not be here right now speaking to you guys. So, respect for GCPM11. I saw him right there, and I was like, dude, this is not happening right there, because he already tweeted me the previous night. I never thought. So I just ducked out of line really quickly. I went over, tapped him on the shoulder. I was like, yo, dude, how's it going, man? And he was like, yeah, how you doing, man? And I told him, like, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have my YouTube channel. And he looked at me, he's like, oh, well, how's that going? He probably expected me to have, like, 20 subscribers or something like that. And I told him I'm approaching 30,000 subscribers. And he was like, really? Dude, that's amazing. And so I was like, yeah, I whipped out some business cards that I found lying around in my basement. I whipped out some business cards, gave one to him, and he looked at the logo, and he was like, dude, I've seen your logo before. You tweeted me the other night, and that just blew me away. That meant the world to me. The fact that this guy who inspired me to make my YouTube channel, the fact that he had just seen me around on either Twitter or YouTube or whatever, just the fact that he'd seen me around, that just blew me away. That just blew me away. That was the highlight of the entire trip right there. And I was literally walking on air after that. So I took the picture with him, and just told him he was awesome. It was great. He's a really nice guy. And so I got back in line and went into the gift shop, and I bought like this little like plush Xerneas, and one of the official t-shirts, and a couple of TCG XY Flashfire, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, the Flashfire packs. I didn't really get anything great. I just got like a Heliolisk and something else, so it wasn't anything spectacular. But anyway, after that, I went back into the room where they were holding some of the battles. I recorded some of the battles, and I actually ran into Renee Collects, and if you don't know her, she's actually going to be getting married to Jaywitz very soon, I think, if not already. I don't know if it's happened yet or not, but I know that she is getting married to Jaywitz. So I spoke to her for a minute. I had a nice conversation. I was like, "Hey, you know where Josh is?" And she was like, "Oh, he's just getting ready for commentary. He's so busy." I was like, "Yeah, that's understandable. That's understandable." So I didn't get to meet Jaywitz. I got to meet her though, and she was also very nice, just like GCPM11. So while it kind of sucks that I didn't get to meet Jaywitz, on a personal level, just to me personally, I think it was more important for me to meet GCPM11. Because, you know, he's the guy that, you know, inspired me to make the channel, while Jaywitz came along a little bit later for me. So, on a personal level, I do think GCPM11 was just a bit more important to me. So, we came back home today and hit 29,000 subscribers, which is amazing. Thank you all so very much. And on a completely unrelated note, Jeff Gordon won the race. So I don't even know if you guys know who Jeff Gordon is, but that made my day. So probably one of the best weekends, if not the best weekend in my life. So it was fantastic. Met some great people, went to some great events. It was just amazing. So without any further ado, here's the footage. You guys are probably tired of hearing me talk after so long. So thank you guys so very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
So last year in Vancouver, I got the chance to reveal a famous contest. And I've noticed that a lot of players have included it in their parties since then. I think we're going to see it battle quite a bit this weekend.
I was thinking about it.
This Pokemon is just as tough as Mega Kangaskhan, and to me, it's one of the funnier Pokemon in the game. Please take a look.
Mega Slowbro confirmed. Mega Nidoqueen coming soon.
Guys, we're gonna go straight. So start forming a line over there, okay? Go straight.
Froggy, you rock, bro.